What's going on, you guys? Mr. Allen here. We're about to graphically solve this inequality right here. Polynomial inequality. Ooh, I love these. All right. So first things first, I got to look at my critical values here, right? Which are going to be my x-intercepts or my zeros, which is going to be at -1, at +2, and at -3, but with a multiplicity of 2, meaning it's going to bounce off that. Now, this is a positive quartic, so it's going to be a W shape. It's going to come down and bounce off this guy, back down, and then up through that one right there. So there's my general graph, right? I want to know when it's greater than, strictly greater than 0. Well, when it's strictly greater than 0 would be along this stretch right here, but not including that. Back up and down, not including that. Omitting this whole part here, and then just that guy right there. So how do I write this out in interval notation? I prefer interval notation. Well, to the far left here is going to be -infinity, and to the far right is going to be +infinity for my x values. I'm saying when it's occurring, right? I'm not talking about my y values when I write this answer. I'm talking about when are my y values positive. So I'm talking about my x's. So from -infinity, which I cannot include, right, to -3, but I'm not including that. Okay, I'm not including that because it's greater than 0. It's equal to 0 there. Then I start back up at -3, and I go to -1. Again, not including any of the values. If it's strictly greater than or strictly less than, it's going to be all parentheses. If that's something that you observe as you're doing these problems, that is the case. All right, and then lastly, I'm going to pick it up again at +2, and we go into infinity, again, not including any of these values. Had it been equal to, I love these what ifs, right? Big fan of the what ifs. If this had been greater than or equal to, then this whole mess right here would have just become -infinity all the way to -1, including that value, right? Then I would have 2, which I would include because it's equal to 0 there, up to infinity. So there's your what if situation if it had been equal to versus when it's just strictly greater than. I hope that helps. I always preferred the what if situations when I was learning things back in the high school days, so I hope you do too. I'll see you guys later.